come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. And Jay, these guys are ready to battle.
Ed, when you look down on the court, you see their eyes, that burning passion to play this game. Intensity is going to be off the charts. This is why you play the game. Let's go check it out.
There's nothing like the pressure, the tension, the feeling before the tip. Here we go. Cleveland starts with the basketball. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Harden into the front court. Down just a couple. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Love. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Count the basket at the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Griffin to Durant. Harden, not easy.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Rubio into the front court. Down by 1. Short jumper won't go down. And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Colin Sexton. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Absolute stud. Just flexing on them on both the defensive and offensive end. I don't know if we should call him the young bull anymore. He's maturing right in front of our eyes.
Here comes the screen. Harden, down low Durant. Kevin Durant missed his first. That one goes.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Rubio against Harden. To Colin Sexton. Takes stock of the floor. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Kevin Love, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Colin Sexton. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down a point. And he'll head to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Kevin Durant. He's got 2 shots coming. Career 88% from the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Cavs at the controls. Sizing up the defense. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Griffin. Kevin Durant rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
No good. Nets have it. Harden to Durant. Got a piece of it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Cleveland has the basketball. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Griffin. Kevin Love sends it away. Out of bounds the call. Off Kevin Love. Griffin. Durant. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Knight into the front court. They're down 3. To Griffin. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses. To Love. Sexton. Ricky Rubio. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Durant. To Harden. Down low, Aldridge. Had a chance, but it's no...
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Durant.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Can't connect from in close.
And he usually makes a living on shots like that, but sometimes maybe it's just not your night.
Rubio to Colin Sexton. Rubio to Love. It's no good. Great defense. Knight into the front court. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen. Harden to Aldridge. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Colin Sexton. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Now a step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Harden to Aldridge. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Substitutions, Cleveland.
Screen.
5 to shoot for Cleveland. Sexton rises for the slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Sexton. Probing the defense. Fires the three. Rebound taken in by the Nets. Harden with the basketball. 5-point game. To Durant. For three. It's Moore with the rebound.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Wade, tough matchup against Durant. Scores from the post.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Harden in possession. Right now, down 7. To Durant. Kevin Durant. Now 3 for 9.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Evans to Colin Sexton. Nene with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Kevin Durant has it. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Probing the defense. Sexton to Wade. Trying to create. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Colin Sexton slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Harden. To Durant. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Harden with it up top. He'll run the offense. Screen coming. Durant to Harden. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. Changes coming from both sides right now. To Colin Sexton. Cashes in for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
It's Brooklyn's ball.
Get down. Half court. Here come.
Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. First quarter's complete. The Cavaliers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Durant across the timeline. His team down 9. To Allen Crabbe. Screen coming. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Durant to Allen Crabbe. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Dwayne Wade, he's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that. That was nice.
Durant to Allen Crabbe. Durant. Short jumper won't fall. To J.R. Smith. Fine to shoot. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Durant. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Durant. Able to convert inside. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Down to 5 on the 24. Shot clock violation. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for Cleveland, number 3, Ricky Rubio.
Durant. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Paul Millsap tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Nets have the basketball. Durant to Millsap. Durant. No good. That's great defense. To Rubio. And finishes strong. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Add 2 points to the board. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Flushes it home.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Durant. Has a look. Durant's shot, no good. To Love. Gets a look, can't hit. Durant with the basketball up top, trailing by 10. The rebound's cleared by the Cavs. The drive, right to the basket. To Rubio. Trying to cash in. Rubio can't get that one to fall. Knight into the front court. They find themselves down 10. To Durant. Here comes the screen.
Double screen.
Durant swings it. Beyond the arc for three. That won't go.
All the bricks, good grip. Self-check.
To Love. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. They'll get it to Durant. Nice pass to set things up. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Rubio, Harden's on him. Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Can't miss those. Here's Rubio up top. Up a dozen. Ricky Rubio. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Brooklyn with the basketball to Griffin. Harden for Durant down low. And throws it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
LaMarcus Aldridge snatching it out of the air. Knight into the front court. Down a dozen. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Brandon Knight at the line for 2 shots. A career 70% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw.
For the Brooklyn Nets, number 9,
He missed a pair of free throws. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Down to Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 3 for 3 in this first half. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
To Love. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a chance. Not that time. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Harden in possession. Trailing by 14. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Matthew Dellavedova at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Nets have it. Durant surveys the floor. To Harden. Griffin. Harden. Message received. Well defended. To Rubio. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Rubio. He'll take that any day.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Here comes the screen. Durant to Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Love. Kevin Durant swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Knight into the front court. His guys down big to Durant. Short jumper stays out.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Cavaliers with the basketball. To Love. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Griffin. And he knocks it down, Jay.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Here's Rubio into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
misses with 3 seconds left. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cavaliers were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Brooklyn Nets are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively. These troubles started right away, and they also need to go away right away. They've also got to have to figure it out.
Player of the half.
Sexton has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Short jumper won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Baseline drive. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
To Love. Can't connect from in close.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To Griffin. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Knight into the front court. Down a bundle. To Durant. Driving right to the basket. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Rubio. To Colin Sexton. Gets it in the right corner. Rubio. Fires the three, and he's going to the line to shoot.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
First one goes down.
Game 2-5 Orlando Magic 9-5 Golden State Warriors 1-6 final.
Second and three is good. Perfect from the line. Hits all three of them. Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense.
The NBA season 9-2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Aldridge. He's 3 for 7.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Cavs at the controls. Rubio to Colin Sexton. From the outside, no good. Off the mark. Oh, and a putback.
He usually pays his bills doing things around the perimeter. Nice work right there around the rim.
Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. To Aldridge. Knocked loose. Aldridge. Scores from the post.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Love buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
LaMarcus Aldridge. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Colin
Game
Sexton.
2-5 Los Angeles Clippers
Nothing going here on
1-0 to
that
Portland Trail Blazers 9-0 final.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. To Griffin. Harden. Down low, Aldridge. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Sexton to Love. From the painted area, won't go down. Brooklyn's got it. Harden. Down low, Aldridge. Got a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Durant. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Sexton. Not that time.
That's me.
To Harden. Down low, Aldridge. a fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Kevin Love, couple of free throws on the way. For his
Game
career,
2-5 San
82%.
Antonio Spurs 104 Phoenix Suns 108 final.
Entering the game for Cleveland.
2 for 2 on that trip. It's Brooklyn's ball. Harden to Aldridge. Takes stock of the floor. The jumper's off the mark. Wade here against Harden. To Rubio. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D. Harden to Aldridge. Blocked away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Sexton to Rubio. Deep right corner. Sexton to Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. Paul Millsap sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Has a look. Harden's shot, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
The rebound cleared by the Nets. Harden. Down low, Aldridge. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Sexton to Rubio. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Goes to the left side. Harden to Aldridge. Knocked loose. Lets it fly from long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. DeMare Carroll is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 73%. Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Wade. Here comes the screen. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Not that time.
Game 2-5 Atlanta Hawks 1-2-1 Minnesota Timberwolves 1-1-0 final.
Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Wade. Nothing going here on that drive. Dwayne Wade. The jab step.
Game
opens
2-5
up
Denver
space
Nuggets
to knock down
9-7
the
Chicago
jumper.
Bulls 109
Oh,
final.
don't see the read, be the read.
Down low, Aldridge. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To Wade. Shot clock winding down. Wade. Dwayne Wade. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Harden steps out and hits.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Cleveland has the basketball. To Wade.
Game 2-5 Washington Wizards 1-10 Indiana Pacers 1-16 final.
Couple, but he misses there. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Harden. Down low, Aldridge. And scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Game 2-5 Oklahoma City Thunder 1-14 Detroit Pistons 1-3 final.
Coming onto the floor. Evans. Paul Millsap with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nets have the basketball. Jetty Osman able to recover with the block. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Evans. From long range. Man, that was a tough shot.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Harden. Long key from three-quarters court, three-quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Cavaliers enjoying a healthy lead. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Wade. Here comes the screen. Wade, defended by Kevin Durant. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Short jumper off the mark. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Harden. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Can't connect. Durant across the timeline. Down a bundle. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Wade to Evans. Here comes the screen. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Dwayne Wade. Here comes the screen. To Wade. Fires the 3. Missed it. Durant with the basketball up top. 14-point deficit. To Harden. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Harden, turn around, it's good.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle, oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 16. Subbing in, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 2.
And the finish at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Nothing going here on that drive. Durant.
Here we go. We got him.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Doesn't have the touch. No good. Durant across the timeline. Trailing by 14. Add 2 points to the board.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Number 16.
Short jumper won't fall. Knight into the front court. The deficit now up to 12. Durant shakes free and hits.
Ed, I don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever the coach said, it worked. This second half performance has been unreal.
Sexton. Nothing going here on that drive. Cavs with 4 to shoot to Colin Sexton. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Evans. Able to convert inside.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Durant. Sizing up the defense. Durant. Layup goes down. Well done.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Durant to Harden. And count the basket inside. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Rubio. Shot clock winding down. 4-3. He was all over him. Harden with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Griffin to Durant. The drive right to the basket. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Wade defended by Kevin Durant. Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. Missed a wide open look.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
For 3. Tough shot. Well defended. Knocked loose. Cavs have it. Count the basket inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Durant. Harden. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Rubio. Can't connect from inside. To Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's now 5 for 6.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Nets have it.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots, but the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Rubio. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Harden in possession. 9-point margin. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Harden with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Durant. Harden. Down low, Aldridge. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Cavs going to signal for timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 33, Allen Brad. Into the game for Cleveland, number 2.
To Colin Sexton. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a chance. Oh, hits it with a defender in his space.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Here's Harden with the rock. To Durant. Harden. To Durant. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Harden. Oh, that's how it's done.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
James Harden pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Sexton. 5 on the shot clock. Has a look. Just off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. The Cavs are victorious as they win this one by 4. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Cavaliers won this game after a close finish. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It wasn't a great performance by these guys. And unfortunately, we have video evidence. Viewer discretion advised. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Brooklyn Nets. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.